Good morning, good moment, whichever it is for you, it's always good. So thank you for being here at Wounds into Light. It is January 8th, and we are going to be experiencing God. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. And if it's your anniversary, happy anniversary too. Today is my twin flame's birthday. And I feel like I've literally been energetically hit by a truck. It's like I've got the energetic flu. Like I'm just moving slow. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just feeling so weighed down. But I'm not going to let it get to my spirit. No, no, no. So January 8th. Let's see how revelationizing this one is, because yesterday's was we live by revelation, right? That's what continues to us to see the truth and keep us going and be obedient to the law. January 8th, exceeding abundantly. Exceedingly abundantly. Now to him who is able to do above and beyond all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. Ephesians 3:20. 3:20. At times we feel as if we could impress God with all we are trying to do for him and his church. Yet God has to be impressed with even the most grandiose human aspirations. Psalms 8:3-4. You will never set a goal so big or attempt a task so significant that God does not have something far greater than that he could do in and through your life. Saul of Tarsus worked harder than anyone else to impress God with his efforts, only to discover that his greatest achievements were but rubbish compared to God's will for his life. Philippians 3:7-8. Our problem is that we become too easily enamored with our own plans. If we are attempting to do noble or difficult things, we assume that we must be experiencing the maximum potential for our lives and that God must, therefore, be pleased with us. Until we have heard from God, we cannot even imagine all that our lives could become or that God could accomplish through us. We need to remind ourselves that the Father sees the big picture, that his power far exceeds our limited imagination. We must set aside our own agenda, however lofty. We must never become satisfied with our own dreams, for they are infinite at best. When we follow God's direction, we will witness things happening in our lives that can only be explained by his powerful presence. How could we be satisfied with anything less? How could we settle for anything less than what we are truly deserving of? We need to remind ourselves that the Father sees the big picture, that his power far exceeds our limited imagination. So now we read that 3:3:3. Good things are coming. Yes, they are, Father. Thank you. Hallelujah. I read that, and then the Lord showed me something. We need to remind ourselves that the Father sees the big picture, this big projection, right? That his power far exceeds our limited imagination. We only see the big picture so far, what we truly want, what we're destined for. And it seems like that's all that we're striving for, when there's so much more greater than that. Because if you manifest so much positivity, where is that rest of that positive energy going to go for 11 when you get there? It's got to continue moving on, though. So 3:3:3, good things are coming. A little 3, a big 3, and an even bigger 3. But from his view, it's a really, really big 3 to a medium 3 to a really, really small 3 inside of you. 3 times bigger here. Going back to that his power far exceeds our limited imagination. So what happens when we are imagining and we are manifesting, whether the polarity is positive or negative, we are still seeing, pressing towards that goal. 4, 4, 4. And now it's 4s now. What did we have to stop imagining and actually begin to image? What did we actually have to start seeing for ourselves and taking that extra ions out, that extra N? Imagination, imagining, imagine, I-N. You have to take all of that extra imagination out of it. And you have to put in the true work and the foundation, 511, exceedingly, abundantly. So your imagination is actually something that you by yourself in your third eye in your tower can image for yourself on the 3D because you did it in the 5D. Love you. Wounds into light.